for it. Oh yeah.
Better Call Saul.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shoulders back better. Yeah. Better posture. Yeah. Like just tape ourselves to the thing. Yeah.
All right. So it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Since we've done a podcast. Right?
Yeah. Traveling and
traveling.
that stuff. Winning cases.
Yeah.
I think since the last podcast, we've had 2 massive victories.
Yeah. You strong-armed an insurance company to go 4 times the policy limit.
4 times the policy limit.
That's
awesome. A whole story. I can fill a podcast with that. In essence, for our listeners, if basically, and I'm going to oversimplify this rule, but the law says that an insurance company can't gamble with your money; they have to gamble with their own. In other words, if they have the opportunity to settle a case, and you're a defendant, they have an opportunity to settle the case within your policy limits, and they don't do so, they can be on the hook for all of it. Now, insurance companies, you have to show that the insurance company had all the information, that it was unreasonable, that it was bad faith for them to not settle. It's hard to do that.
But not for my man's side.
Yeah, but we so typically you have to go get a judgment, win the whole case, and then and file another lawsuit. We nonetheless, before our trial in this case, we ended up getting 4 times the policy. It was a $100,000 policy. Insurance company wrote us a check for $400,000 for my client.
Nice.
And kudos to him for trusting me when I told him, "I got you. We're not taking the 100. Let's go."
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's good. I mean, it ended up being good for him because not only did you get him a lot more money than he expected, but also at the same time, we also helped settle his medical bills as well, and you reduced
we're doing that part now. But he's going to come out. Honestly, no one does what we do.
Yeah,
he's going to come out so far ahead.
That's awesome, though. Think about it. So, a simple lawyer, a regular lawyer, even if they were as good as you and were able to double that policy limit, that guy still would have been having to pay what it was $280,000 worth of medical bills.
We'll knock that way down.
Yeah,
so.
And it's already you guys are already.
Anyway, I don't want to give too much on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're still working on that part. So, but anyway, it's a huge win. The other one, we got $500,000 for a guy who literally on his motorcycle on his double R rear-ended somebody.
Yeah.
He rear-ended the car.
Yeah.
And we got him $500,000. That's awesome.
Yeah. Because we understand how motorcycles work. We understand the writing process and the law. Right?
Yeah, and I mean the fact is we've won a lot of cases we shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
So they know that. I mean, the insurance company, we're not doing this.
You have a track record. As soon as they found out it was you, they're like, "Here's $500,000."
It's kind of. It doesn't always go that easily. I gotta be honest with you. Sometimes they want to prove something, but this time they just fine, we'll grudgingly accept your demand. I was shocked, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm rarely surprised in this business. I was like, holy shit.
He was shocked too.
He should be.
Yeah, he was like, "Excuse me, come again."
Dude, you're on your double R and you hit somebody from behind. Now, the guy he hit changed lanes in front of him. Yeah. But what he was doing, I mean, he was passing in a turn lane. And my client is not his smartest moment.
Yeah.
But I've been riding a long time. I've had stupid moments too. So, I felt him.
Yeah.
Right. I got you.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, when he called, I'm like, I don't know what I can do for this case, but let's see what we can do.
Yeah. I mean, and you were able to do wonders, right?
Yeah, every now and again. So yes, we've been busy.
Yeah.
Making magic happen.
Yeah, super busy. That's good. So what's going on in the motorcycle world?
Yeah, let's talk about fun stuff. So I saw on Instagram, Cycle World's Instagram, they were talking about, I think they posed a question or whatever, of what do you feel about automatic transmissions in motorcycles? And of course, it's very split. People either hate them or whoa, I don't know, or they for some reason like them. I will tell you, I drive a stick shift car, so obviously where my preference is. I have no desire for an automatic transmission motorcycle. But as an attorney who does motorcycle accident cases, here's my objective take on this, not my like or dislike, but what I think the problem is the more we disassociate ourselves from the driving or riding process, the more mistakes we make. So, the less you have to engage active parts of your brain, the more you're inclined to do stupid things because your brain is not, you're not engaging with the vehicle. You're not engaging with the road. You're not engaging as much. And when you eliminate that, I think it's more dangerous. I don't know the stats on this.
Yeah.
I would highly suspect that the stats bear it out, that somebody driving a stick shift is less likely to make those mental errors in a car than somebody in a, in an automatic.
I think actually you're absolutely right. I think I have read something like that where it's actually safer to drive a stick shift, in manual transmission in a car than it is in a driving an automatic for that purpose, because you're more like you said, engaged.
Yeah. You're less likely to have a ice cream cone in your hand.
A phone in your hand.
That's what I was getting to next.
So the funny thing is too, when I read this stat actually, and this is one of the reasons that I was my goal is to get a stick shift car too, especially when I was first started driving. I read the stats and they were basically saying like, oh, it's better to drive a stick shift because you're not doing other stuff. You're more paying attention. And one of their references was you're not fiddling with your CD case, trying to get CDs. Obviously, we don't do that now.
Right.
But now...
No, we found new and better ways to be stupid in the car.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're trying to go through your Spotify playlist, trying to find the right playlist or whatever.
It's remarkable. But safety equipment has gotten so much better in automobiles, and yet we're not dying any less.
Yeah.
We can out-stupid the safety in cars and in motorcycles.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think even beyond... And by the way, I fully intend my son, when he turns 16, his first car is going to be my Bronco. Because it's going to be very tricky to be posting Instagram posts and shifting gears at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah. And it just you feel the car more. I don't know.
Yeah,
I love
you're more engaged in the process. Yeah. So even pretending for a minute that no one texted and drove, and no one put on their makeup and drove, or whatever idiot thing people do while they're driving.
Yeah.
Even if you eliminated that, I still believe that having to engage that part of your brain that is shifting gears, that is participating in the process, is going to make you a safer driver.
Even if you don't have any of that, you will zone out.
Yeah.
Right? So you're just driving and you're just zoned out. Even now, sometimes when I'm driving, when I'm on the Triumph and I'm like riding, I'm like, sometimes it becomes second nature to me shifting now. That I kind of, sometimes I'm like, oh, I zone out for a second. Oh, wait, let me get back in.
And it does. There's, of course, that argument that, shifting becomes automatic for you.
Yeah.
It's still going to use a slightly more
you're still
active...
You're still a little bit more engaged.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You have to be, even if it's on a subconscious level.
Yeah.
So, yes, the more you do it, the more it becomes second nature. But at least it's still, again, a more active process. You're not just a passenger on your motorcycle. You're operating the motorcycle.
Yeah, exactly.
That is why, ultimately, because, look, if everyone can ride what they want, I don't ride... Gold Wings. It's not my cup of tea.
Did you hear about that Gold Wing?
No.
So I don't even know if this is true, but I was having a conversation with someone and they were telling me that the new 2024 Gold Wings actually don't need a kickstand anymore. That it stays up by itself. Is that true?
I don't know. I saw that. I saw the
self-balancing or whatever. Like so
a decade ago at the.
You would come up to a light or a stop sign and you don't need to put your foot down anymore. You just stop and then it just
first of all, I don't need to do that anyway.
Okay.
My balance is that good.
Yeah, okay. let's
I don't, honestly, I can't imagine, that seems like an outstanding contest of who can hold a Gold Wing up the longest without putting their foot down. Have you ever done the slow race?
Yeah, I used to do them at Cycle Gear all the time.
Yeah, they're awesome, right? Yeah. And some bikes are easier than others with that.
Yeah, definitely.
That seems to be funny. Forget the slow race. You can't move.
Yeah, you have to stay there.
Yeah, just nope.
Yeah, that
but
could be hard.
There's those trials guys, but they're not on Gold Wings.
No.
That are hopping their bike up the rocks.
Yeah, you see them. They're just they just jump up they climb it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not quite me.
I think it'd be fun to try, but I don't think I could ever do it.
No, and when that thing goes over, and I've never ridden a Gold Wing. The only Gold Wing I like is the first year it came out. It was a 79 or something.
Yeah.
It had no bags. It was just a big ass Honda.
Big bike.
I'm probably wrong on the year, but I'm not a Gold Wing expert.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that, my brother always called it the last motorcycle you'll ever own. When you move to a Gold Wing, you're done. That's it. There's no coming back.
I mean, like, it's just. I feel
Just
like
get a car.
I feel like that's what it is. A Goldwing is just it's
Yeah.
a one-seater
yeah.
car. Or
I have a
two-seater car.
Goldwing. It's my Bronco. The top comes off.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
by the way, it doesn't tip over at stoplights. So
Yeah.
the technology is there. It's called 4 wheels.
That's true. That is true. You
Oh,
got
I
it.
shouldn't pick on people. And by the way, if you ride a Goldwing, and we have handled Goldwing cases, I love you to death. You're welcome here.
It's like
you know,
what are those bikes? Or they're not even bikes. They're like those the spiders or whatever that have like the two
trikes.
wheels. Yeah, the
Yeah.
2 wheels in the front and the 1 wheel in the back.
I don't want to criticize any of that stuff because those cases settle for money too.
Yeah.
But man, I don't want one.
Or remember that one Honda?
I heard they're awesome.
Remember
but
that
I don't
one
want
Yamaha that had it was kind of like that, but it was an actual motorcycle where they put 2 front tires in the front and it had like that
Oh,
suspension
I
when you
do.
can
It's
like
weird,
lean.
yeah.
Well, I forgot what that was called.
I think it was from Tron. It's
it
the light
was-
bikes.
Yamaha made it. I remember.
Yeah.
I know that.
Anyway, I think that predated you.
Yeah,
the
I
Tron
know-
with
yeah,
the bikes.
Yeah. And then it had the little line. Yeah.
Yeah.
the one-
Well, we have the Tron video game right in
Yeah,
there.
we have like 50 million video games.
You're right, Tron. I bet Tron's
no,
one of them.
Like 50 times.
When
50
we're done here, let's play
50
Tron.
Yeah, all right, I'm down.
Okay.
There's like 50 versions of Tron in there.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've done it. All right.
Yeah.
I might get.
There's Tron video games that are not even from like the U.S. It's like Tron like Europe.
Oh, Eurotron. Nice.
Eurotron.
It's a very different game.
Different levels.
Yeah. Oh man.
So what did Psych World say?
Oh, I don't know. So it was a video. I only watched. It's Instagram. So I honestly, I think I watched about 10 seconds before I hurried up and commented. Because
Like,
I was just
screw
compelled to do
you.
so. No, automatics. No, and look, if somebody, I saw a comment. Somebody was talking about like, my wrist or I lost my thumb in Vietnam or something like that. And like, yeah, hell yes. By all means, if you are, like, specially abled,
Yeah.
damn right.
I mean, but that's why they make quick shifters now with like auto blippers and
Right,
stuff like that.
right.
So like you don't even need the clutch or anything like that. Like it's just
Yeah.
like, okay.
But anyway, no, look, there's a purpose for it.
Yeah.
Again, and you should ride whatever you like. Just because I don't love something, so what?
For sure.
There's
But
plenty
you're-
of cool things I don't like.
But
and,
you're talking more about like the safety aspect of it.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
it. That's strictly it. That I wouldn't put my kid. Look, have you been riding 40 years? Have you been riding 40? Ride whatever you want, man.
Yeah.
But I just think that there is a safety element
Now,
to having to engage in the process.
Yeah. Now so the electric bikes, those don't have any gears. It's just
Right.
is it 0 to 100 in 2
Whatever,
seconds
yeah.
or whatever?
Yes.
Um,
Or 0 to 45 if you're the new ninja.
Yeah.
That's it.
I haven't seen any like advertisement for that ever.
That's not a good
I don't
idea.
think- yeah.
No, when I saw the price, I was like, finally, I'll get an electric bike. Oh, it goes 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, because I did look up. So after we had that conversation about the Cowie electric bike, I was curious and I did a little bit more research. Not extensive, but there's plenty of motorcycles out there that are electric, but they're just 30, 40 grand. I think the
Right.
most expensive one was like 100 grand for a bike, and it did. I think it like they maxed out at like 140, 150 miles an hour.
I think so. When I started riding, the VMAX was like $6,000 or something.
Yeah.
And that was the most expensive unfairing. That was the most expensive non-dresser you could find, or non-Harley probably. Like
Yeah.
$6,000. Oh my gosh! Can you imagine someday being able to afford a brand new VMAX?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, what? You can't get a 250 for $6,000.
Yeah. No. Unless you go to Craigslist.
But I sure don't want to pay $300,000 or 30 grand, 300 either,
Yeah.
for a bike that the performance doesn't.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
You know?
that one is some electric bikes. The performance is there, but it's just
Is the battery there? I mean,
how long is the battery gonna last?
That's the other question.
And it's not even like per charge. It's like how long is the battery gonna last, like for the lifetime, right? Like
Well-
obviously, like I think they've come a long way already with electric vehicles, but at the same time, it's like what happens if you crash?
Yeah.
What happens if you go down? Like
It's disposable.
Does it blow up? Like
I don't think
Like,
there's the safety issues. Although they did have like fires and stuff at first,
Yeah.
but I mean, look what happened in like Michigan. Look, we're not riding our motorcycles. Most of us aren't riding our motorcycles in the snow in the Northeast. But the fact is, whether or not you're riding it, cold weather kills your battery.
Yeah.
Even if you're not using it.
Yeah, look what
So
happened
your
here.
battery's worth half as much
Yeah.
after one winter?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Remember Yeah, remember that it was like maybe a couple, and it's been a decade now maybe, where the Samsungs were like blowing up because of the battery.
Yeah. It's cool. It's just in your pocket.
Yeah,
No big deal.
Whatever, you know.
Yeah. I hope as I start carrying my phone in my back pocket after that. Like, if I'm blowing something up, I'd rather it be a cheek than a nut.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh, it's not funny if it happened to you, obviously.
No,
but
yeah, it's
a little funny.
Yeah, it's funny to think about and say, but not when it.
I appreciate the fact that we're all gonna be electric at some point. By appreciate, I mean I acknowledge.
Yeah.
It's coming. That doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I love petrol, man.
Yeah.
The smell of gasoline is
so good.
It's so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Like, especially like the race fuel.
I mean, can you imagine going to a race as a spectator?
Yeah.
And there's no noise.
Yeah,
because it's not that good a thing to watch. And watching on TV is like a far better way to watch it.
Better experience, yeah.
In terms of following the race, but there's something about being at the races and the smell and the sound is so good.
Yeah. No,
if it's silent, it's like, do you ever see these kids who are like they're wearing the headphones and they're like dancing quietly?
It's a silent DJ. Yeah,
the silent DJ. Like, we're all gonna look like idiots because we're just watching these silent bikes.
You're just
nobody cheer too loud. I'm not looking forward to that. I gotta tell you, if it's one race to kind of as a that's neat.
The I gotta say it does feel really good. My first MotoGP race that I went to was at Coda. And I remember standing in the grandstands, like on the, like on my seat, and Marquez coming up and, winning, and he was just like wheeling down the front straight and just hearing that motorcycle zoom by.
Yeah.
It felt so awesome.
It's shaking you.
It felt so awesome. When if an electric bike, it's just,
shh, we won.
Yeah, like it's. I don't know. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like the racing could still be fun because it is fun. It is fun watching racing, but
And look, if you're on the bike, you don't hear shit anywhere. You're like in the moment, and the sound is irrelevant.
And honestly, that might take away from racing too because there's no shifting. So like part of racing is like, obviously is, how would you say it? Like, if you're like, let's say like I'm behind you and I'm trying to like, put pressure on you, like I'm putting pressure on you to fuck up. You know, so it's like, I'm gonna try to like make him go deeper into the brakes, and he's maybe not gonna shift correctly, or he's gonna shift too soon,
aggressive downshift while you're going into a corner.
It in, right?
Especially, I mean, and I love the small bike racing.
Yeah.
When you're racing small displacement motorcycles, man, if you're in the wrong gear, you're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Yeah, it's like, like I misshifted, or something like that. Like the shifting part is a big part of the racing,
right?
And like now it's like if there's no, if it's an automatic, it's like
And there's there's corners you're going into where you're shifting, where you're downshifting twice.
Yeah,
a lot, right? That happens a lot. Yeah. And as the back wheels, squirreling on you,
especially at Coda, right? Like at Coda, that big long straight in the back. You're 6 gear pinned. MotoGP bikes are doing like what 190, 200 miles an hour, or even faster.
Yeah,
I think they got like 220 or 210 or something like that. The Ducatis, and I could be wrong. I don't know the actual thing. But they go from 6th gear all the way to first because that's a left hairpin turn. Right into
that's part of the thing, as opposed to just
racing. Just like
I'll just roll off here. It's fine.
Roll off and brake.
Why even put us on the bikes at all?
Autopilot.
Yeah, just have some Teslas run the race for us.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet on 72. I guess we'll name the AIs that are racing the.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm with you. I think that it's not going to ruin racing as long as there's vehicles people will see who can go fastest in them.
Yeah.
It certainly takes an element of the skill level in this, that's it. It takes an element out of it that is a big part of it, honestly.
Yeah, and then at the same time, I think racing too is all about personality, like and rooting for somebody. If you have the best machines in the world, but you don't have that personality, or you don't have that engagement with the riders, you don't really give a shit. You're like, okay, whatever, like. Right. That's one of the reasons that like Jorge wasn't really as popular because no one really liked him, and so when he was winning the races, everyone was like, "Oh, there's a lot of people that did like him, but he was just like, okay, like he was just
they were all Spanish.
He was just boring, like okay, like
yeah.
you know. But then you go the other side with Mark, and I know a lot of people hate Mark because of how aggressive he rode.
Right.
But it's like, to me, I liked watching Mark because of that entertainment factor.
Everybody liked watching Mark.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not sure everybody liked watching Jorge.
Yeah,
there was something.
True.
He was like Iceman.
Well,
he's Iceman from Top Gun.
He was so good.
He's so good, but he's also, there's nothing like
he gets out in the front and he dominate. Like, he'll get into his rhythm and then boom, like, he's gone.
Right.
And it's just like, yeah, there's something like poetic to watch of that, like to see him like just turning laps faster and faster and faster. But then at the same time, it's like you can only watch that for 5-10 minutes, and after you're like, okay, I'm bored.
Right. It's like watching a shark in a tank.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
That's all it does.
Yeah.
It just goes back and forth.
It just swims around.
Yeah, I thought it was going to eat something.
Yeah.
It didn't eat shit.
Yeah.
Whereas when you have, Valley and Marquez, they're eating each other the whole time.
Exactly,
They were two tigers fighting.
Yeah, the entire time. Or, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see a fight. And the word we use is battles. I want the battles. That's what racing is.
Speaking of MotoGP, it's Sunday. It's race week.
Wow. And it's Daytona 200 this weekend.
Yeah.
Dude, let's talk Moto America first.
Okay.
Who are we rooting? I mean, we gotta be rooting for Josh, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Josh fan. I've been cycling with him. The guy's a beast on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Even though.
Do you follow his OnlyFans page?
No, I don't have OnlyFans yet. No.
So it sounds like I'm kidding, and I'm definitely kidding. I think his OnlyFans page is like the only G-rated OnlyFans. I guess it's not G because he gives the finger a lot.
From my understanding, there's a lot of like OnlyFans things, just like that's not nudity. It's just
why?
I don't know.
Now I don't understand. Clearly, I don't understand the internet.
It's a social media. It's a social media thing, just like an Instagram, but you just have to like. In order to see somebody's page, you have to pay or whatever. That's what I understand. I don't know.
I guess it's a closer engagement with with celebrities or something.
It's more intimate.
Yeah, put that on the list of things I will never I'm not to say I'd never do an OnlyFans page, but I don't think it's just to get it. I will never have an OnlyFans page. Sorry that no one's paying for that.
I don't know. Maybe we should. Maybe RiderzLaw should have an OnlyFans.
Yeah, we should not. We should not. Nope. Yeah, I'm a member of the bar. Dang it. Maybe in my 20s. No. So what I was trying to say is I would never pay extra to try and DM some famous person.
It's not even about DMing. It's just about seeing exclusive content.
That sounds even stupider.
It's essentially just.
I mean,
if you are
good for Josh. I'm not knocking that.
If you are an interesting person or you're making interesting content, that's the same thing as Netflix at the end of the day. Right, it's the same thing as Stars. Obviously, Stars, whatever all these streaming services are. Right, it's the same exact thing, but except you're subscribed to it. So, for example, if you like The Walking Dead, right? Okay. If you're a big fan of The Walking Dead, because I think that's a new show that they just redid a new show or something like that. Whatever.
It's the fourth one.
You can go and it's $20 or whatever to buy the entire season, so you can watch it while it comes out. It's the same exact shit. But now you're just subscribing to a person. So for example, for Josh, right? So Josh, if I'm a racing fan and I'm a big Josh fan, I'm going to subscribe to it because I want to see the behind the scenes of him racing during the season.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying. So you have the OnlyFans subscription.
Yeah, exactly.
And you tell your girlfriend it's so that you can watch Josh's.
Yeah.
No. It's because I want to engage with Josh Heron's page.
I want to see the behind the scenes.
Yeah. Hey. Josh Heron After Dark. What? Oh man, you saw his little Instagram post.
Yeah.
With it was really cute. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
I liked it. It was a play on the OnlyFans bit. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with Mr. Baz.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what anybody looks like.
Yeah, he's a French dude that races. He raced in GP.
Yeah. No, I don't know what anybody looks like.
Oh, yeah. I know what he looks like with a helmet on.
Right, helmet on. It's like NFL football.
Yeah.
There are people like Tom Brady, everyone knows what he looks like. But there's plenty of people on my team, on my Pittsburgh Steelers, where I'm like, oh my God, who knew that guy looked like that?
Yeah.
Put a helmet on him, I recognize him.
Yeah, that's true.
But
that is true, actually.
But yeah, in terms of motorcycle racers, there are plenty of GP guys that I know if they're on their bike.
So Daytona is this weekend. There's I think there's 60 plus people racing in Daytona this weekend.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's huge.
It's and I mean, the draw this year was really good.
Yeah.
They got some good foreign blood in there. That I don't think we see very often.
Yeah, they have.
What's his name? The Isle of TT guy is the The guy who owns the lap record for Isle of TT.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Who is that?
I can't remember. See, it tells you how close I follow
The
random Irish guys. But they've drawn like some really cool. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Yeah.
They've drawn some really cool talent.
No, yeah. There's Motor America for what for the operation that they have, like they're starting to learn, I guess, or they're starting to get better. It sucks that they got rid of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's untimely.
We were super pumped because we are now in Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania.
Well, I have to look this up.
But
I can't multitask.
Yeah, so there's
yeah, we opened up our Pennsylvania office just in time for them to get rid of
it. Yeah, so
the race there.
Yeah, there's I don't even know how many people from different countries are racing in Daytona this weekend.
It's a lot though.
Yeah. Speaking of Daytona, Super Cross was there last weekend, and Eli Tomac won. He's kind of like my guy. He's one of my favorite. He's like he reminds me of a Marquez, but on dirt. So he's like super like aggressive riding. He's on a Yamaha. He's an aggressive rider. He used to be with Kawasaki.
Yes.
And yeah, so he ended up winning again, I think, for like the third time, which was cool.
I still, I started. Well, my first bikes were all Hondas, but then I got once I got my XS 650, which is not even a good bike, but it was one of my favorite bikes I've ever owned. It's kind of the worst thing in the world, and it was also amazing.
Yeah.
It was easy to work on. It was like reasonably quick, although the top speed was probably 85 miles an hour. But ever since then, I've been a Yamaha guy.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Yamaha. I love the KTM 390.
That bike's great.
That's my favorite bike. It's ready, by the way, so we need to go pick it up. Shout out to Dino for
Thank you,
picking us
Dino.
up.
Yeah.
We just need to get new tires. You know those tires that are on your bike, on that bike? They're from 2016.
How is that possible?
Because it's a little bike. You don't need to change it out. So
We've raced on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's insane.
That tells us how slow we are.
I don't win a lot.
What are you talking about? You won the championship on that day.
Yeah. No, that was on the.
Oh no, that was on the SV.
That was the twins.
That was the SV. Yeah.
No, you can't win a championship against the little kids.
Yeah.
The 16-year-olds are fearless and they bounce.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bounce right back onto the track and somehow gets in front of you into the finish line. Yeah.
Those kids. So what else is so MotoGP this weekend?
Yeah, MotoGP this weekend.
I derailed that with the whole Daytona 200
thing. Christian Daniel is back with AGR, signed another deal with AGR, which is cool. We're super excited about that. He's doing the Rookies Cup this year.
So Rookies Cup, for those of you, we talked about this in I think our first episode.
Extensively about it.
Yeah, but Rookies Cup is basically Moto 4.
Kind of, yeah. It's like entry level. It's a little bit under pre-Moto 3, but it's basically just for up and coming teenagers that have never been in like the world,
on the world stage.
Yeah, world stage, and essentially it's a big training thing.
Yeah.
So they have coaches there. They're all on the same bike. I think they're on the KTM's, if I remember correctly, and yeah, they basically they're on Moto 3 bikes. Are they Moto 3 bikes?
I think it's a different bike. Anyway, we'll have to look. We'll have to figure this out before this weekend.
I think it's Moto 3 bikes actually. But
is it part of the broadcast this year?
I don't think so.
It's a separate.
No,
we have to get the OnlyFans.
I think I have to get the OnlyFans to subscribe. But see what I mean.
Rookies Cup OnlyFans page.
But see, that's what I mean. Like if you have and then so this is. I know I saw a post from Shalina. Where she's like, oh, I wish we could do a TV show so you guys could see the behind the scenes of racing, what it is. Like if Shalina does like an OnlyFans page and just does that,
I would get Shalina's OnlyFans page.
There it is. See, I told you I would never do it.
There it is. I gotta tell you, I'm like, yeah, and she knew. She's like, yeah, I already knew what you were gonna say. I mean, well.
I feel like
I'm a boy. What did you think? What did you think I was going to say?
With that being said, I feel
we love you, Shalina.
I feel like there's something there. Thinking.
Oh, totally. No, and she is great on camera. She's so personable. So I mean, she just there's a reason she's a cover girl. Is that she just
Is she? I thought she's. Is she still? Or
I don't know. What I mean, splitting hairs. Yeah. She was on Mike Rowe's show.
Is she still racing?
Wait, I talked to her, so I think that she's got a deal in the works.
No, I mean,
I'd say I'm keeping it close to the vest. I probably am not supposed to say anything. I also don't remember. Like, everybody tells me stuff like, don't tell anyone. I'm like, dude, I forget. I'm going to move on. I'll have worked on 17 cases between you telling me and then a podcast. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything. Yeah, that's my answer. I don't know anything.
If it's in the works, I mean, it has to be like, I mean, it's a race week already.
It's not for this weekend. We had talked. I had actually pitched to her, let's
did.
go down.
Yeah.
And let's just go down as fans. Only as fans, haha. And we can shoot behind the scenes stuff. We have paddock passes, and we can get anywhere we want.
Yeah.
And we could get some really good content, and it would be fun and cool. And she was, I think, about 5% tempted to do it, and it's like, I don't want to go if I'm not racing. I'm like, well, I can tell you, I'm definitely not racing, so
yeah,
I'm fine with just walking around and talking to people and having some pops.
Yeah, I mean, but we also don't really have anyone there racing, so it's kind of like.
But we root for everybody then.
Yeah.
I got so many people that I'm rooting for down there.
Yeah, true.
I like our chances when you think of all the people we've sponsored it in some small way in the past.
That's true. I wonder. I'm curious who's gonna win.
Yeah. So I don't even know what the status is. I know they're already on the track down there.
I don't think they're on the track yet, are they?
I think they
Monday.
Oh, maybe it was just showing last year's stuff.
Yeah.
I'm seeing stuff on my feed. I'm like, oh, how's that going on?
Yeah,
already?
no, I think it's like Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday's when they get back, and then they start setting up on the track.
All right. Let's talk moto. I got 5 minutes. Let's talk about GP.
I haven't been following.
Nothing?
Yeah, no. I mean, I know racing.
Is Marquez back?
100%.
Proper back?
We'll find out on.
He's
Sunday.
on a Ducati.
We'll find out on Sunday. I think because the time.
Is it Friday or is it Saturday?
It's Saturday. It's Sunday. It's Sunday morning, but the time changes. So I think it's supposed to be 9, but it's gonna be 10, or it's supposed to be 10, and it's gonna be 9 now.
Is this the Saturday night race?
It's changing.
I don't know. You're saying it's like leap day or
no,
whatever?
No, because the time changes this weekend.
Leap day. That's nothing to do with it.
Daylight savings.
Yes. I'm a way better lawyer than I am a whatever calendar person.
Yeah, you're not into the zodiac signs and shit.
Sure. If I'm sitting across from a girl who's into that, I tell me everything.
Yeah.
I'm an Aquarius.
Yeah.
Whatever. All you have to do, here's my advice, talking to a girl who's super into it. Aquarius, just say your sign. Yep. And they will just run with, oh my God, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what to tell you,
Yeah, right.
That's just my sign. That's just what I do.
I'm an Aquarius. Yeah. And they think you say it like it means something, and it means something to them every time. It works.
Yeah. And it's like, that's the way to validate your actions.
Right.
Sorry,
what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
So silly.
That's just how I am,
But by silly, I mean deadly serious.
Yeah.
To the 3 girls who are listening.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see Marquez back on the track in a way that hopefully is meaningful. And I mean Mark, not Alex.
Yeah.
What does Alex do? I shouldn't laugh.
They're both on the same team.
Are they on the same team?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, they're both on the same team. They're both he actually did not really. He did good last year too. He did better than Mark.
The bar is high for a Marquez. Mark once said that Alex was better than him.
Yeah.
He's like, just wait till my brother gets out here. Clearly just brother talk.
I think
Big brother talk.
Well, he was saying that, but he also elaborated saying that he's more precise and more I guess accurate in a sense.
Okay.
And I could see that.
Sure.
But
That's
exciting.
But
as far as faster.
Right.
I don't know.
It's funny to me that faster is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
In a race.
Yeah. Where's
a
race to see who's faster?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was really precise.
He hit his points.
Precisely in 7th.
He hit his points. He hit his. He hit every breaking point precisely.
Precisely. Yeah. Maybe we should move those. A little deeper.
A little deeper. Yeah.
A little deeper.
And a little deeper. And you push, and then you push.
Yes, you push, and it all goes right back to OnlyFans.
Yeah. Yeah. Going a little deeper.
Oh man! All right. Well, we'll have so much to talk about next week. By the time this is posted, the races will be done.
I'm gonna post it today.
Okay. The races will not have started yet.
Yeah.
it'll be fun. Now we'll have relevant. I'm super excited that it's race season.
Yeah. Because this is a short episode, so it won't take me that long to
edit out our.
No, to I have a 10-year-old computer.
Get a new computer, dude.
I did. I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
I bought a new one.
We have, if you saw our headquarters, and we talk about this, we have video games, we have pool table, we have
a
like
gym.
a 12-foot bar that is handmade by one of our old clients. Yeah, we have a gym in here.
Yeah.
We have everything, but apparently we have a 10-year-old computer.
We still do it.
These aren't even microphones. This is just like a stick with a plastic cup.
With a cup.
With a black Solo cup on the top. It's actually a red Solo cup that we painted. We rattle canned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this string just goes right to his ear. So
That's why I have to
he's the
have
only
this
one who can hear me.
so I can hear it, yeah.
We're high tech over at Riders Law.
That's just how we do. Last but not least, Rumble Strip Rentals.
Hell
the
yes.
The 24th at Thunder Hill with Track Daz.
Track Daz. I love Track Daz.
Track Daz. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what they call us, Track Dads.
Track Daz.
I'm putting a D in there.
It's D-A-Z.
Yeah,
you're putting D-A-D-Z.
Yeah.
Track Dads.
Yeah.
Track Dads. Oh, that's a good...
It's not the worst.
Interesting.
Track Daz, Track Days, a.k.a.
Yeah.
Is it Dustin's little operation?
Yeah.
Nice.
Dustin's little operation.
What
else? That's it.
Our good friend Dustin.
Yeah. So make sure you go into Rumble Strips Rentals, the website, and we could, get some victories.
Did we secure a couple bikes for us?
Not yet. I wanted to make sure that there's still some for people, but I think today, this week, I'm gonna let them know that we need to.
Oh, we need to pay them. Them being Yamaha. Yeah, we need to pay Yamaha for those bikes.
We haven't sent Yamaha.
I was on vacation.
Oh.
I was in the Keys. My vacation is working. I was sitting poolside though.
Yeah.
Type.
That's true. The girls were saying that you got a lot of stuff done.
I got so much done.
They're like,
I had a little glass of rum.
Yeah.
It's dark and stormy or something. It's basically like ginger beer and rum.
Yeah, I got into the office and I'm just like, "What's up, guys?" And they're like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "What's up?" They're like, "Sai's like, he's getting everything done today." And I'm like, "What do you mean? He's in the Keys?" And he's like, "No, like he replied to every single one of my emails." I'm like, "Oh shit, good job."
No, I was on it. Yeah,
never stops, even when you're on vacation. You still
but here's the thing, and some could argue that that's not a very good vacation, and I do occasionally take those unplug vacations. But this was, I needed a little break. A lot was going on. We had a really good 10 days or so where we were just like, you're gonna have to do some sound effect there. Pew pew, pew pew. Where we were just, killing it.
Yeah.
So it was well earned, but it wasn't really calendared out. So I'm like, I'm gonna disappear for 2 days. I sat poolside and still got work done.
Yeah.
But as I said, got work done with a little
yeah.
cup of rum.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just make it easy. That's what I do that from time to time.
We can be productive and recharge our batteries at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't hurt to do that as long as we get our stuff done. That's all that matters.
Justice doesn't sleep. Yeah. Gets drunk apparently from time to time, but it does not sleep.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, well that's about it. It's
Oh yeah, I got 1 minute to get on the phone here.
Yeah, we have a call. Gonna go recover another mill or two, hopefully. For more.
I just got the 2 minute signal from my excellent paralegal.
Oh, is she right there?
She left already.
Okay. All right. Anyways, guys.
It felt very official. She did one of these.
I thought
she was like, peace.
I thought she was leaving for the day. Like, I'm gone.
She's either done for the day or I have 2 minutes till my phone call. That case is going to be good. You know this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, it's not done yet. So.
But we'll take good care of that gentleman. More importantly.
That's the most important part.
It is.
That's what I'm excited about, taking care of people.
Yeah.
Seeing the reaction to their faces when we go above and beyond and we help them out.
Above and beyond.
And that's what it's all about.
It really is, actually. We get a bad rep as lawyers, but that's just because other people do this with their primary focus of stripping as much money as they can out of a case.
Yeah.
Our goal is to get as much money as we can for our clients.
Yeah.
We waive fees when it's appropriate,
Yeah.
and it's in extreme examples, of course, but we work very hard to make sure that our clients get the best representation. That's my little self-plug, but it's also true. I sleep like a baby at night because I know we do excellent things for people.
I think I need to buy more of these shirts because we've been having a lot of Victory Mondays.
We have. I was actually, when I saw it, I'm like, damn it, why didn't I wear my Victory Monday shirt?
I was like, you know what? This is a Victory Monday.
I feel like, and then race weekend starts, so Victory Monday shirts are coming out.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to take a look at who's racing.
All right.
And make sure we get our bets in. Internal in the office bets in.
Yeah, let's go.
Get a pool going. All right. Well, everybody, we'll talk soon.
See you later.
2 minutes.
Let's go. 2 minutes.